There we go. Um, so on the topic of overwhelmedness, when you sort of, if you reflect on what we're going through right now, um, for me at least, I'm at home. I don't have to, you know, get up extra early in the morning and drive into Cambridge or fly out to Boulder. Um, my commute is easier. I have to do a flight of stairs. Um, I don't have rush hour. I don't have to scramble to leave one building to get to a meeting in another building. Everything about things on the face of it looks easier for me to go to work and conduct my day. But somehow we still manage to find a state of overwhelmedness in a world where, at least on the outside, it feels like there's less. Um, but certainly, you know, fear and anxiety and um, a lot of other things are putting us on edge. Um, so, um, yesterday morning, I went out for a walk. Just there's a little park down the street from us. And I usually walk down there, sit and look at the pond for a little while. Um, but when I was there, I had a very peculiar experience with another park dweller uh, she was very angry at me for doing something, and she yelled across the park, "Why would you do that?" And I won't talk about the particulars, but it was kind of shocking, and she sort of laid her life's frustration out in front of me, in a way. And I think she almost immediately realized that, whoops, this was, a quarantine snap. And we actually ended up having a good conversation, got to know her a little bit better. We'd never met. And we parted saying, have a great day, so on and so forth. And she has two small kids. She's been, homeschooling them. She's in corporate travel. And so you imagine she's been laid off. And going to the park was something that she does every day as a ritual. And I in some way interfered with it. And that was the last straw for her. And so um, this is the state of the world. So you're not alone in that. We are kind of walking on eggshells, especially with the people who we're close to. Um, spending, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Imagine what being together every day, all day. There must be a different response to that. So, as part of our weekly medicine, let's just reflect on the state of overwhelm and acknowledge both sides of the coin, that these are legitimate stressors and legitimate feelings of frustration, anger, worry, fear. I'm always quick to sort of redirect people around the Buddhist idea of detachment and attachment. There is sometimes a sense that Buddhism is stoic, and that we would be better off if we didn't have to feel our feelings. We'd be better off if we weren't connected to the world. And If you believe that, then that's not a Buddhism for me, or I would imagine for any human being. Um, our feelings are there. Our feelings have evolved as um, a mechanism that is very, very necessary. It is the messenger. It tells us that something is wrong. It tells us that um, we need to listen, and in almost the exact opposite to the idea of what might be implied by detachment, we actually have to listen and reconnect and see what's truly happening, so that we can um, find contentment, find safety, find wholeness, healthiness, cure the dis-ease. So, and sometimes the best way to do that is to step back for a little bit, um, to not disconnect, but reconnect. And so let's do that this morning, as we will use our little exercise that we've gone back to periodically, where we'll let our awareness reconnect with different parts of our bodies, starting with the hands. So find a posture that's comfortable, a posture that you can sit with ease in, allowing the weight of your body to distribute itself across your spine or across whatever you are resting on, in such a way that with each breath there can be a letting go and a stability that's found. And as we settled into our posture, again, let your awareness settle into the hands. Let that ease and relaxation course through the hands. Notice the subtle nuances of sensation and feeling, tension being replaced by openness. With each inhale, feel as though you're drawing in energy into the palm of your hand. And with each exhale, allowing that energy to dissipate out into the universe. Now we'll allow the awareness to sort of sink slowly down into the feet. Again, with each breath, finding openness, ease in the feet. Again, imagining with each inhale, drawing in energy into the soles of the feet, the center of the foot. And with each exhale, allowing the release, energy, intention, expectations, stress. If the mind wanders, gently let it follow its course sort of into nothingness. Let the thoughts dissolve, uh, releasing any judgment that follows, and then returning to the breath and the feet. Now let's ramp up the complexity a little and allow our awareness to settle both into the hands and the feet. Again, inhaling through the palms and the soles of the feet, and exhaling the same. Everything unified by the breath, all things carried on the breath. Inhale peace, exhale love, inhale ease, exhale gratitude. Inhale what's needed, exhale what's not. Now let's let our awareness settle into the center of gravity, the hara, the point just below the navel and sort of midway between the belly button and the spine. It's kind of our center. When we say we want to become centered, this is what we mean. We let our awareness settle right there, sort of in a different place than our day-to-day normal lives where we are scattered ourselves. We're in our heads or we're in our hearts and bouncing between the two. That sense of centeredness, that groundedness is when we let all of ourselves, all of our energy, all of our purpose just kind of float down, and the weight of it is settled over the hips, and our hips and our bodies are settled over the chair, the bed, whatever it is we are resting on. That support that we are constantly relying upon, the earth. Let's just rest like small babies in the arms of a mother. Again, as the mind wanders, let the thoughts, like drops of water, float down from the mind and slowly settle down into the center. Allow them to collect in the pool of settled thoughts and restfulness at the center. As those thoughts settle down, as they trickle down like into a rain barrel, they become smooth and glassy as stillness provides a little clarity and ease. keeping with the image of the still water resting at the center. As we expand our awareness gently to encompass the rest of our body, feel as though you're looking up at the edge of a perfectly still pond. And as you begin to look upwards, you feel the depth and the breadth of the pond, being capable of absorbing any of these droplets, these thoughts, these intentions and worries and concerns. A sort of ocean capable of holding all of the water, the worries, and the individual concerns. And allow ourselves to take on those attributes, if not only for just a little while. The ability of the ocean to encompass everything effortlessly. And allow that effortless ocean quality expand from the center to the solar plexus and the heart, and also downward to the thighs, the back of the knees, the hips. Let that sense of receptivity, that sense that you can absorb whatever the world throws your way, allow that to expand up to the throat and the ankles and calves and the upper arms and forearms. A sense that you can breathe through anything. And to find equanimity in the back and forth and scatteredness of the day. Allow that openness and receptivity to return to the palms of the hands, the soles of the feet, and the crown of the head. Breathing in what's needed, breathing out what's not. A sense of calmness and clarity envelops you. Rest in that. And allowing that calmness and clarity to remain wrapped around you like a blanket to carry through the first few hours of today. Let's slowly come out of our meditation. Allow the next inhale to be a little bit deeper. And on the exhale, bring some movement to the fingers and the toes and the spine. Allow the next inhale to be even deeper. And on the exhale, slowly open the eyes. May all living beings have happiness and its causes. May all be free from unhappiness and its causes. May all dwell in equanimity, free from attraction or aversion. May all quickly find the great happiness which lies beyond all misery. May all enjoy inner and outer peace, now and forever. Namo Amitofu.